like it like that. Don't mind getting hurt. Just to get home and you feel too safe, and you wanna get shaved. Let's get shaved.
Yeah.
With Coach.
Man, that burns.
It is time for the Chafed Podcast.
That's right.
Welcome to it. I'm Coach.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Hey, I'm Peebz, the peanut butter prophet.
We're still workshopping the everything.
Gotta work it all out.
It'll come naturally, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
After our first season, we'll get all the comments from you guys, and you can help us figure out what we should be doing.
Yeah. What should we be doing? What are we? You know what?
For season 2, we will answer all your questions.
Let me rephrase that. What are we doing wrong? What do you
Yeah, well,
hate about this podcast?
A lot of stuff, probably. But you know what? We're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. So you don't have to just put us on in the background. You can mute it. That's fine.
Or on a hike, whatever you want to do.
Hike, yeah.
Yeah, just play it a lot.
A lot, please.
We haven't been doing sponsors either. I'll just throw them in.
Hey, it's Peebz, the peanut butter prophet. While I usually save my pontificating for rants about the joys of peanut butter, today I want to talk to you about our sponsor, Sam Bob. If you know me, you know I live in my custom Sam Bob microgrid hoodie. But the microgrid isn't the only thing I have from Sam. I'm in Chicago right now, and it was negative 35 degrees the other day. You know what I wore? Yes, my normal winter parka, but for other layers, I just had on a wool base and my Sam Bob Alpha 90 hoodie. That's it. That's how warm that thing is. But just as much as I love Sam Bob's fantastic products, I'm also a huge fan of the man himself. Sam puts his money where his mouth is in supporting local community. In the past, he's partnered with local LGBTQ+ rights organizations and camps that focus on getting everybody outside. I can't wait to see what he releases for Pride 2026. In the meantime, you can cozy up for the rest of winter thanks to an exclusive discount for our listeners. Head to sambob.biz and use the code CHAFED20 for 20% off your order. That's CHAFED 20 for 20% off the best dang hoodie you'll ever own.
Today's episode is brought to you by Trekker Joe's, gear I've used on every backpacking trip in the last 4 years. His shoulder strap pocket lives on my pack. Phone, snacks, headlamp, lighter, money, all right there. No more stopping, dropping the pack, and immediately forgetting why I stopped in the first place. I also use his shoulder strap water bottle holder. You only have to use one hand to get the water bottle in and out. It makes it easier to drink water while hiking without doing the whole awkward reach around thing or asking someone else to grab it for me. I stay hydrated and keep my dignity. I'm telling you, these are the best pack accessories and fanny packs. Comfortable, secure, and perfect for the stuff you need constantly or whatever random item you swear is essential. Trekker Joe's is a cottage brand that makes gear that actually improves your time outside instead of just adding weight and regret. It's made by an experienced hiker for hikers, and you're in luck. Joe is giving Chafed Outdoors podcast listeners 15% off. Just use the code Marion15 at checkout. That's MARION 15. Or click the link in the description and the discount will automatically apply. Thank you, Joe, for keeping my essentials handy, my water accessible, and my sanity mostly intact.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
It's a rainy day.
Oh man, yeah, it is. I'm so cozy.
I wore my
so happy.
Blundstones.
You wore your
Waterproof
blundies.
blundies.
I know.
Love these
Tis
things.
the blundie season.
Wish they were zero drop and had a wider toed box, but
yeah.
they're still very comfy.
God, seeing yours makes me realize how absolutely
Destroyed
destroyed
yours are. These are my
are.
nice shoes, so I
Yeah.
don't have this is what I wear when I'm going out to a nice place.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep them pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll even come home and do a little polish.
Yeah,
They get scuffed.
I have the polish, but you know where it is? It's about 600 miles away from here.
Yes.
So, they've just been getting loved to death on the road the last 2 years. Chicago.
But a good worn-in Blundstone looks good.
Oh man, they're the best.
They're the
yeah,
best.
they're so cozy. I mean, I'm really tough on my footwear, and they hold up.
Do you hike in yours?
No.
Yeah.
Could not.
I see. I mean, these are the Vibram bottom. They're meant for hiking, but if they were zero drop and had wider toe boxes, I'd hike in them. But
Yeah.
for now, they're just my nice shoes.
They're my civilian
Or rainy
shoes.
day.
Yeah.
Rainy day shoes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just rocking my Birkenstocks. Birkenstocks. I've been traveling a lot, and I've given up on sorting for matching socks. But
Hey.
two different fun little prints of Darn Tough. I think the prints together tell a story.
They tell a story.
You know?
That's it.
Yeah. But we're going to keep talking about the AT.
Appalachian Trail Part 2.
Part 2, especially.
Of 95.
Honestly.
We could talk about this forever.
Yeah. It's your livelihood, essentially.
Yeah.
It was my life this past year. So, yeah.
So the goal of this episode, if you're planning on hiking the you're planning on hiking the Appalachian Trail, share this with your family and loved ones or friends that have a lot of questions or concerns.
Yes. It's so fun to answer those questions the first 10 times. But then I think there is kind of this repeated, there can affectionately be some fatigue. And so we're here to answer those questions for all of your loved ones.
Just say, hold that thought. Here's a podcast.
Check these guys out.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
This is for them.
Yeah.
And for you. For entertainment.
Yeah, so you get out of here. This isn't about you anymore.
Well, listen.
Leave us. Yeah. All right, family,
listen with your family.
Hey, how's it going? They're going to be fine. I promise. They're going to be fine.
End of episode.
Yeah, that's it. All right, good luck out there.
So what are some of the funny questions that usually get asked?
Oh, man. Well, so I think that we can start with the basics. And we kind of touched on these in our previous episode.
Okay.
That was a little more yap-centric. About the AT, but let's just start with what the Appalachian Trail is.
Sure.
So it is a roughly 2,200 mile footpath that goes from Springer Mountain in Georgia to Mount Katahdin in Maine, or Katahdin to Springer, depending on your style. Your loved one is hiking one of three ways.
Right.
Northbound or Nobo.
Yep.
Southbound or Sobo. Or they're doing a flip-flop, which is kind of any different. They're piecing it all together.
And if they're real crazy, a yo-yo.
Yo, yeah.
Which is up and down.
Oh, yeah. That one, yeah.
Probably
Think about
not
it. You
the
won't
first
see him
time,
for
but
a while.
knows? Yeah. All year.
Yeah. But, yeah, so those are some of the different options.
There's also the International Appalachian Trail, but we won't get into that right now.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Eastern Continental Trail either. There's so many options to link up different trails to make it even longer. But the Appalachian Trail is the longest continuous pedestrian-only footpath in the world.
Oldest, right? Probably
Oldest?
not the oldest.
Yeah.
Oldest in the U.S., for sure.
But what does that mean? What does that mean, longest continuous footpath? Or, pedestrian-only footpath?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
It means...
I'm not sure where you're going there.
No, it means that... Because there's other trails that are longer, right? Like the Pacific Crest Trail is longer. The Continental Divide is longer.
Oh, I see.
But the Appalachian Trail is the longest trail that only humans can walk on.
Oh.
I mean, wildlife can walk on it, I guess. No horses.
Yeah.
Not for all of it. There's some areas where you can.
Yeah.
But if you want to get from Springer to Katahdin via the Appalachian Trail, you're going to have to get on your feet.
So then what's the difference? PCT is longer, but
you can
it's
take
not
pack animals on the AT.
Oh.
Or on the PCT.
Interesting.
Which is why the grading is easier and more chill. I mean, also, we learned how to build more effective trails. Right. But that's,
switchbacks and all that.
Yeah, switchbacks are
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. So that's one of the notorious things about the Appalachian Trail that your beloved hiker or yourself might encounter is the AT is quite old, about 100 years old. And, a lot of that was people going in and building trails, maybe with not the most thoughtful techniques.
Right. They just wanted to get it done, it seemed.
Just going up and down.
During the Great Depression, too.
Yep. And so going up and down, maybe, switchbacks, those little curvy, you go back and forth, a slow, gradual climb.
There's a few of those.
There's a few. They're so nice when you find them. But a lot of it is very steep inclines and very steep descents.
Yes.
And so
it's not a flat trail at all.
No. And so because of that, I can't remember the total amount of elevation gain over the whole thing. But I do know it's roughly, depending on the year, because the trail does change mileage a little every year for maintenance, closures, things like that. It's roughly the equivalent of climbing Mount Everest 16 times.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Mount Everest 16 times, roughly 5 million steps, is another way that people measure it.
And usually you don't need oxygen to be able to do it.
No. No. Yeah.
Well, you need oxygen, but not extra oxygen.
And you don't need $30,000.
Right.
You certainly could.
At least, yeah.
Which that's another question. How much money
Yeah.
is your buddy going to be spending?
How much does it cost?
Yeah. I think that the general rule is, or general standard, I should say, is about $1,000 per month is what people budget on trail.
Mm-hmm.
People spend way more than that. If they do, people kind of call that platinum blazing. So there's white blazes that mark the AT, little white painted swatches on the trees that mark your way.
That's how you follow it.
Yeah, and but platinum blazing, and there's all different kinds of like colored blazing that mean different
Fun little things
on
yeah.
trail. But platinum blazing is basically that, like, you're sparing no expense. You're staying in all the fancy hostels. You're eating really good when you go into town.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're slack packing, which some places will charge you to slack pack, which is just basically they carry your heavy stuff. from
Really
point
building
to
up that credit debt.
Yeah. Or you can hike for pennies on the dollar.
Right.
So I was on trail 4 months before I tore my meniscus, and I spent about $3,500.
Nice.
And that's not
What do you
counting
think
paying
you would
gear and
have?
everything.
Oh, not
I
gear
think
as
I think
well.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so my spending was really about to slow down because I got off trail for a minute to do a guide job.
Right.
And when I did that, my boss was very kind and let me take all the dehydrated meals that we had not used that were going to expire before our next session.
And you were sponsored, so you got some gear for free.
I was sponsored, so I got some
That's
gear
helpful.
for free. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I've heard people.
yeah.
So it's like a 6-month trail usually-ish, around 6,000. I've heard people spending 10,000 or 4,000. Quadzilla tried to do a video where he only spent 1,000, but he ended up getting hurt. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
hurt
you
will
may
be-
have to spend more
Will
money.
be expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is part of that spending was me like buying train tickets into New York City and then fly across the country. So like that, it's not.
Have the experience you want to have.
Yeah, and that's the
Save
other.
what you should.
Yeah, and I would include that $3,500 includes like my monthly bills that I still had to pay.
Oh wow.
So if you're debt free, would have been a lot cheaper.
Right.
Or like I have for health insurance and things like that. Those expenses don't go away. So set up that auto pay. I've heard of people asking to like pay a really big sum up front to their bank, and sometimes their bank will let them do that. So it's just kind of an out of sight, out of mind thing for 6 or 7 months.
Also, set up a Venmo for family and friends to maybe throw you a meal every once in a while.
Yeah, it's great. And that's something that you can do on behalf of your hiker also would be really fun. Get them, a few different meals. I think generally people would probably say like a little fund is more helpful because, especially in the beginning, because they don't know where they're going to be going into town and things like that.
Sure.
But yeah, I love the question of how long does it take, because when I was on trail in the Smokies, we got Trail Magic. And Trail Magic is something really cool if you're a loved one and a supporter and you live near the AT. It could be a great thing for you to go out and do if you want to see your hiker. That's low commitment. And basically, it's you show up to a trailhead and you have some little treats there. You could be doing a full cookout. You could just be sitting there with a cooler of Gatorade and beer. You could just be there for a good, crisp high five.
But don't just leave it there.
No.
Stick around.
Stay and hang out and get to meet other hikers.
Take their trash.
Yeah. Yes. Taking their trash is a big one. So, yeah, Trail Magic is great. Great way to see your friend or family member without making them commit to, like, going into town and doing something, because we can talk about that in a minute, but that can get tricky. But I was at some Trail Magic in the Smokies, and it was with this group who it was their first time doing it, first year doing it. So they were asking us a lot of these
Doing
basic,
the trail or doing Trail Magic?
Trail Magic.
I gotcha.
So they were asking a lot of the basic, how long is it, what do you, whatever. And one of them was like, how long is it? And we said, about 2,200 miles. And they go, oh, so what will that take you, 2 or 3 weeks? We were like, yeah, for
Driving.
sure. 2 or 3 weeks, and then another 2 weeks after that, another 2 after that maybe, and after that, but then 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, the general time frame is 5 to 6 months, I think.
And I think the fastest it's been done is 44 days.
Yeah, something
like that.
Yeah.
I've heard people try to do it under 100. That's very difficult as well.
Yeah. It'll all depend on what they
What are your
want
goals?
out of their hike. If they want to go out there and do an ultra marathon's worth of hiking every day,
Oof.
Slay. I
Yeah.
have so much fun with that.
They'll get chafed for sure.
Oh yeah, they will. But yeah, so yeah, I mean that's kind of the how long does it take? How much does it cost? All these questions. So got asked, like how many miles do you do per day?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that's interesting about that is that it changes.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say most people, pretty much everyone, should not be doing the same amount of miles their first day
Right.
as they're doing.
Most people
towards
start
the
with
end.
8 a day because of the approach trail.
Yep.
And then hopefully they're continuing to do 8 until they can start to add on.
Yeah.
And then I've heard the average is about 15 a day.
Yep.
Average. But it's based on your ability and what you want to do.
Yeah, I had a rule where I didn't go over 10 for the first week.
Smart.
And then I wouldn't go over 15 for the next 2 weeks. And then from there, it was under 20 for a little bit.
Do you think that's a good way to do it, or do you think it should be slower than that?
I think it worked for me. I was
Yeah.
coming from living in a city where I was, walking about
Walking a
2
lot.
miles every day with public transit plus working in retail. The shop I worked at had lots of steps I had to go up and down 8 million times a day. So maybe not super muscular, but my cardio was good.
Yeah.
A lot of those early climbs didn't super bother me.
But if you're coming from the couch, maybe take a little longer.
Yeah, take your time. You're out there. But yeah, so I mean, that's all kind of when you're looking at the planning. I think the biggest thing people get into, it's something I fell into, especially if home for you is along the AT. And this is where loved ones, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. I promise that they would love to see you, but don't take it personally if they don't want to make time for a visit. It has nothing to do with you. So I was really
But a
excited.
lot of people do.
Yeah. I was really excited to go into Asheville and these different places near, my home and see people and whatever. But I would encourage you to, my freshman semester of college, my RA said, don't go home until after Labor Day. I do not go home until after Labor Day. And
Why?
To give yourself time to acclimate to a new environment. You're going to be homesick. You're going to miss everything about home.
Less
you
likely
have
that you'll
to-
get off if you don't get off.
Yeah, lean into it. Let yourself, let yourself be there for a minute and get used to the ebbs and flows in your new daily routine. That's hard to do if you're immediately jumping off and seeing people. So
And
that
if you have
is-
a trail family and can, bring them along with you.
Yeah, and that's great. And later on down the trail, we started doing that, seeing people's families, and it was so fun. But I would really encourage people in the beginning to just
Stay on for a while.
stay on for,
smart.
for the first, 300 miles or something, or month, or however long it takes you. But yeah, don't have your friends and family meet you at the trailhead and then take you off for 4 days.
Yeah.
Really let yourself be out there. That's what you're doing. And then
And if you happen to be in a town where you're going to take a 0 anyway, invite your family there and have them hang out with you in that town for the day.
For sure. And something that I ran into also, because I was going so close to where so many of my friends and family live, and it's just so hard to plan when you're going to be somewhere.
Right.
And so it was kind of that thing where I would know maybe 48 hours before I was going to be somewhere that I was going to be there, and everyone else was just living their normal lives at jobs
And
or
could
whatever.
plan a month in advance.
And so kind of that, I'm rolling into town on a Tuesday doesn't really work for a lot of people to be told in such late notice. And so that's okay. And that's part of it.
Yeah.
And you'll see them afterwards and it will be so much fun. And you'll
sure.
have so many stories to tell them.
Or maybe you want to go and visit them in a place you've never been before, like up north and
Yeah.
Harper's Ferry.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Find these spots that it's pretty common that people will want to take a 0. But then also, if you're hiking, acknowledge that might mean breaking up your schedule a little bit, doing a uncharacteristically high or low mileage day to make that timing work out. You might be splitting up from your tramily, just for a few days, but, whatever. So yeah, and then if you really do want to see them, I think that Trail Magic is such a great low stakes way to just see their faces, give them a hug and let them go throughout their day. And it means the world. There's so many different ways to like give really good, memorable, fun trail magic. Maybe we can do an episode like that. We'll get a good famous trail angel in here to give some pointers and stuff.
We've got one works here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sure do. So, yeah.
So how often do hikers get off trail, and how do they eat?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, you run a hostel in town for a quite famed resupply stop. What's your experience?
First of all, they're not catching their own food on trail and eating it. They are getting off.
Correct.
They are getting off probably every 3 to 5 days to resupply, which means grab more food, maybe shower, maybe do laundry.
Yeah, that is a thing I've had people ask quite frequently. Like, how do you carry all 6 months of food at once? I'm like, that would really make my life easier if I could just do one giant grocery shop. But no.
You need to make hiker pills where you just have this big bottle of, this is my meal for the day. And it keeps you full and
oh my God.
has all the nutrients that you need for every single day.
Space food pills.
Never have to get off.
Oh, man, but where's the joy?
So, yeah, every 3 to 5 days, there's usually, especially on the AT, there's a road crossing where you can get a ride into town. Lots of Dollar Generals. Mm-hmm. Find ways to grab food. And water, you're hopefully carrying a water filter. And there's, on the AT especially, there's plenty of water sources.
Yeah.
And you can filter your water.
Yeah, I mean, I always carry it at least 2, just because that's me. But liters of water, 2 water bottles full. But it is certainly a place where it is true you don't need to carry more than 1 liter of water at the time, most of the time. There are areas when you get further up north that it's maybe not so bountiful when you're up there in the dead of summer. But
you can also camel up at your water sources.
Yeah.
Which means drink a ton of water while you're there. So maybe you don't have to carry as much to the next water source, but always look and see where the next water source is.
Yes.
And carry what you need.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think that's another good, there's a few other good questions that popped up right in there. But yeah, one of the big ones is, just like, what do you eat when you're out there? Mm-hmm. And the answer is there's as many different ways to eat food on trail as there are hikers. But kind of some classic through hiker ones that will certainly not be rejected if you bring them to a trail magic run, let's say, are instant ramen. Mm-hmm. People love instant mashed potatoes.
Speaking of those two, which we forgot to mention in our food episode.
Yeah.
The old ramen bomb.
Yes. I can't believe we forgot that.
I know. That was the thing that I was like, I had something to say. I was going to say ramen bomb.
Yeah.
You want to teach them how to make a ramen bomb? How do you make your ramen bombs?
I make my ramen bombs by cooking the noodles first, the ramen noodles first, and then pouring in a little bit of the potatoes to taste. So, like, I think it's easier to eyeball the potatoes from there. I don't use a ton of the ramen flavor packets. I'll use a little bit, but I think I tend to go more with I throw in some veggie chips. Some little
what
jerky.
else do you grab
Yeah.
Maybe some peanut butter.
I don't.
I know people do.
Yeah. Listen. The thing is, I may be a peanut butter prophet, but I have a line. Okay, and peanut butter mashed potatoes. I don't know.
It's basically peanut butter pasta.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I like to save that for my true love, my peanut butter noodles. Yeah, just straight noodles. But yeah, so
you put some tuna in there, some chicken. Yeah,
tuna packets, chicken.
Basically
Snickers.
stuff that you're gonna find at gas stations or Family Dollars.
Yeah,
Dollar Trees, whatever it is.
Yeah, so support crew if you're rolling up doing some trail magic, And the nice thing about that stuff too is it's so easy to just grab at Costco for still, $10 or whatever to get a ton of ramen. And there was one stretch kind of far from towns, and the towns we were near, we'd heard not super great things about the resupply options. And there was a trail magic there just with a bunch of Costco noodles and potatoes.
Very nice.
So it was just kind of a bare bones resupply, but
and if you are going to do resupply, I hear fruit is a good way to feed hikers because they're never getting fruit.
No, fruit is
salads.
Great. Yeah. Oh man, it's awesome. So yeah, that's a great way to show up and support for sure.
Yeah, so they're usually carrying 3 to 5 days of food
Yes, yeah.
at the most.
And then what that food is changes depending on the hiker.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are kind of some classics generally. Let's see, what else? Oh, speaking of resupplying and things like that, people love to know how you get from trail into town.
Okay.
And I think that this is a big point of, I don't want to say anxiety, but maybe shock and concern when you tell your loved ones how you're going to end up getting into town.
And that you might hitchhike.
Yeah. This is the moment. All the true crime girlies that are out there, they then end up taking time to hitch into town, even though everything's told them not to.
But the thing about the trail is all these towns that the trail goes through, people know that it's a trail town.
Yeah.
And they know that hikers are going to want to come into town anyway. So it's much safer to hitchhike near a trail town.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's cool because I think I only kind of desperately stuck my thumb out 2 or 3 times.
True. It's a rare thing.
It's the actual act of standing there with your thumb on the side of the road is really not super, I mean, at least for me, was not super common because we were hiking in this peak season and you just pop your little head out at a trail crossing and walk down the highway towards town and just people stop, like they know, you said, they know exactly what's going on, so they'll pull over and offer.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Before you even have a chance to be asking. So like, yes, it's hitchhiking, but I think it's the baby form of hitchhiking because it's people who already know what's going on.
And there are also professional shuttle drivers pretty much at every trail town as well. People actually making a living shuttling hikers.
Yeah.
Which you can call them and set it up.
And that's a great way to support your hiker, too, is giving them those little things like shuttle money. Because usually it's not ever super expensive, but it's just that, like, oh, that's $25 that I could spend on food in town. Or
where you do meet them, shuttle them where they need to go.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's a great option. Another great option to support that involves a car and a little shuffling around is slack packing for the day.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we were saying, slack packing is kind of where you kind of take just your day hike essentials and your heavy stuff gets shuttled around to you so you can hike a little more like untethered for the day.
Usually a few more miles. Get a few more miles in.
Oh, you feel like you can fly. It's amazing. So that's a great way to support someone too. If you just want to, grab their stuff, meet them down later. That's always really fun and helpful. Not everyone wants to do that. Some people are very dedicated to carrying all of their stuff all the way. Yeah. But if that's something people are into, super helpful, especially because a lot of places do charge for that.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to be able to offer that service for free. Just as a little
Mostly
present.
it's the shuttle charge that, they are having to drive it. So
yeah.
It's like paying for a shuttle.
For sure. I mean, I stayed in some places, though, that I was coming back that day. And they still charged to there was a slack packing thing
Coming
on top
back that day.
I was staying at a place 2 nights. And there was a slack packing.
They didn't have to come pick you up?
Fee. No, in addition to.
Interesting.
Yes. So, but yeah,
it's a business too.
Oh yeah, it sure is. But yeah, so any of those little things are what can be nice. I think you can, just put a little pot of money together, but it's also, fun to kind of have things, I think, more broken down so that people can understand what they're paying for you. Like, a hitch or a shuttle. Let's just say
shuttle fund.
Shuttle fund is like buy me a shuttle for $25. Buy me a hostel stay for
$35,
for $40. I think breaking stuff down like that can help people have a more clear idea of what they're giving you money to do. And then that can be fun. Or another thing that's really fun, I love seeing it happen here, is call if you know they're going to stay somewhere. And that is if you definitively know they're going to stay somewhere, call the shop and see if you can foot the bill for them.
Oh, yeah.
As a little gift.
We've got the Marion Trail Angel Project, too, where people would just call and say, let me pay for a hiker's bunk, somebody who needs it.
Yeah, it's super great. And I think those are always really fun. I also love then when the hikers come in and they're like, I gotta settle up, right? And some people want it to be anonymous. Some people will do the, like, tell them it's from so-and-so and give them this message for me. And that's always really fun. It really makes a hiker's day. I think it's a little more, like, not personal, but it's just really sweet and fun to get that versus just a little Venmo thrown your way. So any little thing you can do like that is always really sweet. I saw some people do it. Some hostels and resupply points and things, they kind of give you like a house account and they just run up a tab while you're there. Huh. And then before they take you to trail, you kind of settle up.
Oh, yeah.
And so that can also be a way to be like,
some hostels also have resupply in their hostel, and you can just go grab what you need and write it down, and that's part of your tab.
Yeah, and so, it's a good, like, so-and-so's coming in, I want to pay for their bunk, and then can you give them $20 on their account or whatever. Nice. It's just always really sweet. We had that happen a few times for us, and it felt so much more personal and fun, and it was just a special connection.
Surprises too. That's real trail magic, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a really fun way to support a hiker for sure. I have some friends that already are planning hikes for the future.
Hey.
I'm totally gonna do it. Pay it forward. It's super fun.
This episode is brought to you by Jolly Gear, where fun meets functional and through hiker flair meets serious performance. Need protection from the sun? Technical fabrics that keep you moving without overheating? Jolly Gear's Triple Crown button down is a sun shirt hybrid masterpiece. Hoods with ventilation, thumb holes for extra coverage, chest zip pockets, breathable fabrics, and UPF protection so your skin stays protected mile after mile. Now I have 12 of these shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve. You've probably seen me wear them in videos. I love them. And Jolly puts out new designs every year, and I can't help it. I collect them like trading cards. And let's be honest, too many sun shirts make you look like a divorced geography teacher on a field trip. Well, not Jolly Gear. And Jolly's always innovating too. New products, new fabrics. He's even got a hiking dress for those of us who want a little extra freedom and versatility. He's got flip-flopper sun sleeves that turn any short sleeve into full sun armor, neck gaiters, and hats perfect for hiking. This isn't just style. It's function that backs you up on every ridgeline, canyon bottom, and hot gravel road you tackle. And Jolly is giving Chafed Outdoors listeners 15% off with code CHAFED. That's CHAFED. So if you're headed out for long days, long miles, or just want gear that feels good and performs, head over to jollygear.com. Up your comfort, up your protection, and do it with style. So another question.
Yeah.
How do you protect yourself out there?
Oh, I carry 8 guns. Yeah.
Do hikers carry guns?
No. They should not.
Not usually. Especially not a thru hiker.
No. And I mean, there's certain places where firearms are banned, like the national parks you walk through or things like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a valid question. It stems out of concern for your loved ones that are hiking.
Some people carry pepper spray.
Yeah.
If you feel that you need it, do it.
Yeah. I think that there's lots of options for modes of protection that are going to be effective against, any awful humans you run into and also any wildlife. But the bottom line is a gun is not going to really effectively take out any large animal that's coming for you.
Very heavy and
it's heavy.
Not worth it.
The chance of something going wrong versus like how effective it may actually be.
Yeah.
Take a knife if you want. Take pepper spray.
Somebody told me a story.
Yeah.
They took a gun and they took it with them to use the bathroom in the privy one morning.
Oh, God.
And then they went and got packed up and started to hike away. And about 3 miles down the trail, they realized they had left their gun in the privy.
Great. Good.
So, again, another reason not to bring a gun, because who knows who could have come across that, a child or, anything. So...
Well, and you're just moving through different states. You don't know what their regulations are. I just really cannot advise against carrying a gun enough.
Yeah.
Really cannot emphasize how much taking a gun is just not a good idea.
Right.
It's going to cause more problems than it's worth, I think. Because also, that goes into... something that I got a lot, I think lots of people get, is you're hiking alone out there, and that's where a lot of the concern about self-protection comes in. And the bottom line is, the Appalachian Trail...
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
You'd be surprised how not alone you are.
I told people, I compared it to like the first day of school. Yeah. I went in, I started alone, my family dropped me off, and... then I was off and I was making friends and I was seeing people. And, like, the Appalachian
And a
Trail.
lot of the reason why people do it is to be alone sometimes.
Sure. I think the AT is not the path you're picking if you want
If you're a lone
solitary,
Yeah.
uninterrupted experience with nature. There's lots of other trails that are less populated. You don't even have to go super out west to find them. But it is a very, very social trail. And for every creep that you're going to find out there, there's like 20 really amazing people.
Of course.
On my hike.
If not more. Yeah.
Yeah. On my hike, my actual time on trail, there was one person I felt really weirded out by, and not even unsafe around. I was just ready to get away from.
Had a feeling.
And that was a shuttle driver. That was not even a
And trust
hiker.
your feelings. Trust your instincts. with
Instincts are so real. If someone comes into the campsite late at night and is making you feel weird, it's annoying to pack all your shit up, but it means you're going to get a better night's sleep wherever make a big deal of like, all right, well, I got a second wind. I think I'm going to hike a little bit more. There he goes. All right.
that. Very hot in here.
Yeah.
Was the heat turned
Yeah,
down
it
last
is.
night?
Yeah. So, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, but just, yeah, you can make a big thing of it, right? Like, oh, I got a second wind. I'm going to go and hike a few more miles. And then only go, like, a tenth of a mile further down trail.
Right.
But, make a big deal out of it.
It's very easy to be around people, but it's also very easy to escape people if you need to.
Yeah, exactly. And, that might take a little bit more, like, walking or certain things. But, yeah.
If you're concerned about bears, black bears are basically just big raccoons.
They're so awesome.
Hang your food, store your food properly. A lot of people don't, but if you do it, you don't have to worry about it. Stand your ground.
Yeah.
Don't run.
Do not run from a bear.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. Yeah, people are curious about how food storage works, and like the
Oh, yeah.
classic bear hang is still very much something that's used. People use bear canisters; those are becoming required in more and more places.
A lot of places have food containers for you to put your food in at night.
There were way more of those than I expected there to be.
Yeah.
Which I think just
Especially in
comes back
this
to
area.
how populated it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Ridge, lots of buddies around here. Lots of forest dogs.
And in the Smokies, there's actually hanging systems where all you have to do is kind of like hook it up and pull. It's already there for you.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, those cables, they are something. They're always broken, and you always have
I've
to.
never experienced them broken, but
Yeah, they're not always broken, but I think, wrestled with them more than we just easily.
for sure.
Yeah.
You could have hung your own bear line in less time.
Yeah. But that is, and then, so
And they
you go
will
through-
teach hikers how to do that before they start the trail now. They have a little class. We talked about that last episode.
Yeah. Those are all fun. Yeah, you go through 2 national parks. You go through Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, and then the Smokies along the North Carolina-Tennessee border.
I guess the only wildlife you really need to worry about, maybe some snakes every once in a while, but ticks.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Lyme disease is real.
Lyme disease, I think, is the biggest, for me, was the biggest concern, not human. Oh, the other thing I was going to say about, like humans and people being worried about safety and whatever. The thing that I always tell people is the crime rate on these long distance trails is so drastically lower than the average crime rate across the country.
But of course, you hear about the crimes that happen on trail
because
because
it's interesting.
that's what people
and
report.
mysterious. Yeah, it's we all love a scary story that takes place in the woods.
Right. And most of the problems come from people being unprepared.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, especially the search and rescue stories you hear about.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Ticks.
Yes, ticks. That was the thing I was the most concerned about.
Yeah, as you
the
should
whole
be.
time. It's not the bear or the moose or even like the rattlesnakes.
Right.
It's just because like you also know when you're in those areas. If you're mindful, you can be like, well, it's dawn and there's a bunch of ponds over there and
make
whatever.
some
If I were a
noise
moose,
and-
I'd be happy out here, or it's really hot and there's lots of shiny rocks around me. If I were a snake, I'd love to be out
Watch
here
where
right
you
now.
step.
Yeah. So if you're mindful, those
And with-
things,
with ticks, you can't even tell they're crawling on you.
No.
So
Awful.
spray your gear, spray your clothes with permethrin. You can even have it sent away to be professionally treated if you prefer it that way. Wear bug spray.
Yep. Ugh, God.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, now I'm just sitting here thinking through all the ticks I pulled off my body, and I'm
And
personally mad at every single one of them.
Have a tick buddy. Have them check for ticks on you every night.
Yep.
And you do the same for them.
Yeah, it's so get in there like little monkeys, going through, giving each other a little hair day.
And you'll figure out the spots where they're usually gonna be.
Yeah, you can see it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tall grasses, everything like that. They really love it, unfortunately.
And if you do get bit, get tested for Lyme disease ASAP.
Yes.
So you can get it treated.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
And if you can save the tick that bit you, do that as well.
Yeah, and don't just rip it right out. You don't want it's like either the head or the fangs or anything to be lodged in there because, you need the whole thing out. That is a common thing. They make little little things that
tick keys
that'll help you like scoop it out. But in my opinion, or not, I guess opinion, but experience, you just kind of pinch right below it and then can get it out that way. But just holding onto the body and yoinking it out's not gonna do you any favors. Yeah.
So that's the biggest concern, really, for safety-wise.
Yeah.
And it's treatable.
Sick. Yeah, Giardia, these things, norovirus, like things that make you sick.
Things that make you sick.
Giardia.
Norovirus. Wash your hands, not just with hand sanitizer.
Actual soap. Take out some unscented, either like Castile soap or the biodegradable soap. Stuff still should not go in a water source, by the way. Just because you're using biodegradable soap doesn't mean it should go near water. But, you can take it out, 100, 200 yards from a water source and scrub. And yeah, so that. How
do people go to the bathroom in the woods?
Oh, man.
Watch my video, How to Poop in the Woods.
Yeah. There's a few different options. The AT is known for having lots and lots of privies.
Yes.
Little like classic outhouses.
Which you need to take care of as well.
Yes, and lots of the folks who take care of those are like ridge runners, which are employed by the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. That's part of their duties, is to go out there and do that. Certain areas, it's like volunteer hiking clubs that go out there. So really doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you're peeing, try to pee 200 feet away from water sources.
Sure. The farther away, the better.
Farther away, the better.
No one wants piss water.
If you're going to go number 2.
Far away
and
oh my God.
Dig a hole at least 6 inches deep.
Yep.
5 to 6 inches wide. Go in there. Use a bidet or use biodegradable toilet paper / wipes.
And if you're taking wipes, you better be packing them out.
Pack them out.
Even if they say they're biodegradable, I promise you they're not.
Most people don't.
Nope.
Yeah, but try to.
Yeah, no, get them
or
out of there.
Or use a bidet like I do.
Bidets, they're the answer.
They're wonderful.
They're so much easier, I promise. Once you get the hang of them, it's so nice to not have to worry about toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like anything, practice at home. But yeah, I'm trying to think what other weird questions pop up. You don't usually carry the same gear the whole time for a trail like the AT. The seasons change.
Because it is 6 months.
Yeah.
You're going to need warm weather gear and cold weather gear.
Yeah. So the resupply, we talked about, one option is people will, hitch or shuttle into town and then get their food that way. Another option is people will do mail drops. So that is they mail themselves their resupply. Kind of some pros and cons of that. If you have a more restrictive diet, you can make sure that you have stuff that you need. That
a mail drop
really
is
nice.
A package you send to yourself.
Yes, it's a package you send yourself. Lots of stores will hold on to those packages for you. Lots of hostels will hold on to those packages for you. Worst case scenario, you can just send it to a post office and they will hold it.
And you, as a family member, may be asked to send those off when it's time.
Yeah, and that's cool. The one downside to doing a mail drop or something like that, in my experience, is that then you are hard committed to going in somewhere.
Hard committed and also committed to eating what you sent yourself that you
so
thought you would want
like
when you packed it, months ago.
Yeah, exactly. So that is something that, things to keep in mind. I definitely, and not even with shipping myself food, because I really did not do that very much. But like shipping myself a piece of gear from home, like, oh, I need my warm weather stuff now or whatever. I never once had a package show up on time.
Oh boy.
I had to get some forwarded, which then meant paying more money to get them forwarded.
Or wait in
Or
town.
wait, yeah, like Harper's Ferry, we ended up double zeroing because I was waiting on a big package that I did not want forwarded, even further ahead. So like that is something that it's really nice to send those little treat packages. Lots of hikers really appreciate it. It's a fun little reminder of home, but definitely take some coordination. Try not to send surprise packages, if at all. I would say the surprises, let that be your actual financial. Send them a random Venmo out of the blue. If you know
most likely it'll end up in a hiker box.
What will?
The surprise.
Oh,
if you send a bunch of stuff that's extra,
yeah,
it'll end up in the hiker box that's at that hostel or outfitter, which a hiker box is useful for hikers as well.
Yeah, stick to what they like. Don't send more than like 2 or 3 days of food at a time, unless asked otherwise. But those are coordination favors, not random surprises. Mm-hmm. Simply for your own. You don't want it to be stuck somewhere they can't get to it, or like they decided not to go into that town and your box is sitting there all sad and lonely. That's so sad. I'm
trying to think. I had another thing. We were talking about gear.
Mm-hmm.
Winter gear changes. Crap. What else you got? There's definitely more. I had something that it would be great to talk about, and I can't. Why do I do that? I get so involved into what you're saying that I just lose my mind.
No, I think that one of the pieces of advice will be when they get off trail, when your hiker gets off trail, they are going to be having a lot of big feelings. They have
post-trail depression is a thing.
It is, yeah. So much so that it's like got a recognizable name like that. And it doesn't even have to look like just straight depression, right? Mm-hmm. It can just look like adjusting back into fluorescent lights, loud music everywhere you go. It can be really overstimulating.
It's kind of like a breakup sometimes.
Yeah, it's a big readjustment.
We have hikers who come back to our hostel and spend a few weeks here to readjust.
Yeah.
Like they want to be around the trail a little bit, but also be around a town.
A slow reintegration. Yeah. So talk to them about ways that you can make that transition easier for them. Is it you want to go on a little day hike or even just a walk around the neighborhood? What are the things that they missed at home that they're really excited to get back to? Like, is there a meal that they're excited to cook? Do they really want to go to the movies or have a little movie night catching up on movies that they missed while they were on trail? Find out how you can make them excited to be home again rather than just being at home yearning for, this experience that they just had. Because I promise you that's going to happen no matter what. So your role as a support squad, as a family member, caretaker, friend, whatever, like remind them how awesome it is to be at home. And that will really go a long way.
Another way to ease your mind for your hiker is to maybe help them purchase Garmin InReach or some way that they can contact you even when there's no service, or there's an SOS button. So if there is an emergency, they can push the SOS button and get help there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good thing too. So when I first started, not backpacking, but doing like long cross-country road trips for like months at a time by myself, my mother was scared about me keeping in touch and whatever. And I told her, if you buy me this thing, I then will send you messages on it and let you know that I'm alive. So that you can kind of use it as a little like negotiation thing because they are expensive.
No, you have to.
Like if
you have to get a membership. Yeah. So everything needs a subscription these days. This is what really makes me chafed. You can also follow along. They can give you a link to a map and you can see where they are and follow along with them.
Yeah. It's really, there's so many ways to stay as connected as you want while you're on trail, but also like I was saying, don't take it personally if they get out there and just don't want to talk to anyone from home for 6 months. That's kind of what they are out there to do.
It's kind of like when they went to college and stopped talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And they will come back with so many good stories. But I think that the biggest thing is let them experience this in whatever way they want to experience it.
And there might be a moment where they're like, you don't know what I went through.
And that's true.
I think that's a part of the post-trail depression. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But just allow it.
Yeah, allow it. Allow them to tell stories. I feel like you're going to get so, kind of the classic, like, oh, that reminds me of this one time on the AT, probably like every other thing that you say.
Yeah.
Let them tell you those stories, because I think something, too, is you've gone through this whole thing. I love this quote by, I think it's Emerson. It's like, a mind stretched cannot go back to its old dimensions. Mm-hmm. And I think that's so true with something like a really big adventure like this.
Challenge. And what they've done is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Ask them questions. Celebrate that. Remind them that, like, no, that is a real thing that you experience. Because I think it feels like it's such a time warp, such a void thing that like you were in this
left
wormhole.
Your life for 5 to 6 months.
Yeah. And then you come back and everything is just as you left it. Mm-hmm. And that's really weird.
But you have a different perspective about it.
Yeah, it's everything's changed. Lots of people will talk about how they're grateful for just the little things. Like it's changed their perspective. So, yeah, just help in reminding them that those things are real. Those stories are valued, because it can be really hard to go into, I think, a little bit of an echo chamber where no one around you has firsthand experience. And unless you've done it yourself, you're not going to have that experience to relate to. But you can sit there and be receptive and open and enthusiastic as they're telling you their stories. And that's
most
the next
likely
best thing.
They're probably going to be planning their next trip soon after.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it's another long trail or a short trail.
Yeah, I think that is a thing too. Lots of people I know had people come out and hike with them for a few days.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really fun.
That's a good idea to talk about.
Really fun. Depending on when in their hike you meet them, like if you wait a few months to hang out with them and come do like an overnight with them, let's say, they are going to be in maybe the best shape of their lives at that point.
They're going to have what's called trail legs.
Trail legs, exactly. You probably are not going to have trail legs, and that is fine, but really coordinate with them. Because, like I said, if you're meeting them later on, they might be doing upwards of 20 miles a day regularly at that point.
Like nothing.
Yeah. And so talk to them about what the area looks like. We had one of our friends, his two brothers came out and joined him. But it was an area that we immediately had 2 super steep climbs right back to back.
Start them off.
Water was low and sketchy.
Yikes.
All of these things, and they did great. Like it was an awesome experience. But there was one moment where I remember my friend being like, "Yeah, we didn't really plan out where they were gonna come meet me too great," And so like looking at, okay, what is your skill level, and being honest with yourself and them. Like, what is the skill level? How far are you trying to go a day?
You can also do some research and say, "Oh, I want to see this section of the trail. I want to do the Triple Crown of Virginia with them." Mm-hmm. I want to do Grayson Highlands and see the wild ponies with them.
For sure. So that's a great way to see them. But, like, for example, so I had someone come do an overnight with me who did not have his trail legs. He's done the AT before, but, he dropped me off at the trailhead after a resupply. I hiked, 10 or 15 miles that day. And then he met up at a different trailhead and we hiked another, 5 or 6 together. So there's lots of different. It's not that someone who's not in shape or doesn't have trail legs can't join you. It's just think about those ways of, okay, either are they okay with slowing down?
Right.
And if they're not, let them be okay with that. It's okay. Doesn't mean that they don't like you or that you are a bad hiker. It's just they are operating on a different level. It's just a strategy.
My friend, one of my best friends growing up, told me a story of how he went and met up with one of his college friends who was hiking the Appalachian Trail, and it was like northern Virginia.
Yeah.
So they had already hiked, 700 miles, 800 miles, whatever it is by then. And Ben had only really gone car camping and some hike camping. So he shows up in a cotton T-shirt and jeans,
nice,
his giant hiking boots, and a sleeping bag.
Hell yeah.
in a backpack. And of course, and no rain jacket. And of course, it rained the entire time they were
Hell yeah.
hiking.
Nice.
So yeah, have your hikers give you tips on what to bring as well.
Absolutely. And yeah, like I said, it's none of it is a reflection on you and your ability level. It is just they are at this point an outlier. It's like running a 5K with a marathoner. You know, it's just two completely different ball games, and one is not better than the other. But listen to what they have to say and realize that they are on a very specific once-in-a-lifetime journey for them. Mm-hmm. And if it works out that you can go join them or hike with them or see them, great. But that is my biggest thing, is like there's so many ways to support them. But the most important thing is that you wait for them to tell you what they need. And that's not because you don't have great ideas or whatever. And there's certainly room for surprises, but it's just you don't want something that you put a lot of care and effort into to, you know, like I said, be sitting in a post office they don't make it to, or, you know, anything like that. They're going to love it. They're going to love it and appreciate it no matter what.
Another way to feel more comfortable is, especially with the AT, there's basically a road crossing every 15 to 30 miles.
Yeah.
So if they do need help, they're coming. I know. Yeah. I think the longest stretch, and there still are some roads in it, is the 100-mile wilderness. Mm-hmm. So 100 miles even, and there's still ways to get in
Which,
there.
for the northbound folks, that's at the very end of their journey. They are...
By then, they're experts.
100 miles is taking them 5 days.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be fine. So, yeah. There's so many ways to support, and they're going to, like I said, they're going to be fine. And then even if they're not fine, you're going to be there to support them.
Yeah.
And that'll be a story in and of itself. Like, when I got hurt and had to get off, the amount of people that then immediately supported me just with love and words of encouragement, gave me places to stay, let me borrow their car to go to the doctor because I still couldn't walk. Like, that, whenever and however they get off trail, that's what they're going to really remember and take away.
Yeah.
Is you can make that transition easier.
Give them a ride home. Go meet them up at Katahdin and
drive
them home or fly them home. And
be there.
Take them to Amicalola to get started.
Yeah.
Stay in the lodge there. It's gorgeous.
The lodge is really beautiful.
A great breakfast too.
Yeah, really good breakfast. Yeah.
Safety. It's safe.
It is. They're gonna be fine.
They'll be prepared. They should be prepared. And if they're not prepared right away,
get them prepared.
There are resources within the first 100 miles that will get them prepared.
Yes.
They will know how difficult it is within the first 8 miles of not even the trail.
Yeah, exactly. The approach to the trail will remind them and make sure they're aware of what they're getting themselves into.
This is not a flat trail.
No.
I need the proper gear.
Yep.
It's colder up here on this mountain than it was down in Atlanta where we landed. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to be fine. And they're going to be fine because they have you supporting them. And that's awesome. Thanks for supporting them.
I'm sure there's 1,000 more things. I just lost my brain.
No, there surely is. But, you know, that's...
Part 3.
That's part of it. They're all part 3 and 4 and 5. And then we, keep going. It'll be great.
What's some gear you're excited about right now?
Oh my goodness. I mean, we're getting into that period where everybody's slowing down. All the gift guides are coming out. Mm-hmm. I will say there's a new kid in town in the bear canister field. I can't remember the name of the company.
We're bringing them in they're grub cans.
Grub cans.
We're bringing them in the spring.
Yeah. So I'm excited as an
very
avid
expensive
bear can user. I'm excited to see what
it's like a $600 bear can.
You're $600?
Something like that. $500 to $600.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Fascinating. But yeah, I'll be interested to see.
But they look awesome.
I'm always just interested to see where innovations are being made with bear cans. Maybe
I'm wrong about that price. Maybe it's $300.
Are you thinking of the titanium ones?
Maybe. But I know they're
barricades?
Like at least $300 because I was looking at them the other day.
Yeah.
Because I do want to bring them in because they're awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So
and they're a smaller company, and we like small companies.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I just like seeing how people are trying to update that piece of gear. Yeah. I think that it's
smart. Make them lighter and make
innovation.
them. How can you make them easier to pack?
Yeah, because the more people are out there, the friendlier in quotes bears are getting and critters are getting.
The safer it'll be.
Yeah.
With good equipment like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm a bear can apologist over here. Always will be. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a few hikes I'm planning on doing in 2026 where there are no bears like on the island. And so I'm excited to take
just a bear bag.
Just a bag.
Don't even have to hang it?
I mean, I'll still hang it. Yeah, there's still critters for sure. But yeah, excited to, get to ditch it for a while, see how the other half lives. That'll be cool.
Good way to start the year.
Yeah, but how about you?
Well, first of all, I have like 6 new jackets that I'm trying out. I have acquired 6 jackets, and this is one that I used to have that I sold off my back here in the shop. Somebody really wanted it, so I sold it to him, and I was telling the rep at the expo about that, and he sent me a new one.
Nice.
I love this thing. There's some merino wool on it.
Oh.
It's a nice merino wool.
And it doesn't bother you.
It doesn't, surprisingly. I was surprised.
Yeah.
But I've been obsessed with like everyday carry lately, and I've been filling out my pack, my everyday carry pack, which I showed before, which is the Circadia. I don't remember what it's called.
Sure.
But ULA, and I've got a bunch of gear for that. Somebody sent me a Leatherman Micra.
Oh.
It was too small for them.
Okay.
And it's instead of like pliers.
Yeah.
It opens up to scissors.
Oh.
It's really, and I've used them like 10 times since getting in the mail last week.
Yeah. And
It's
for
been,
most people, maybe more useful.
Yeah, exactly. And it's tiny, and it's on my keys.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But yeah, I mean, that's some gear. Always more gear. Wintertime
I
gear.
get chafed
I
off gear,
love the winter. Yeah.
Also, when I'm not able to backpack as much, I buy more gear.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's that time of year, right?
To fill the hole.
Where it's like I have my list of stuff I used this year that I need to replace, or stuff that I
gotta have this brand.
I have my lists around the holidays, or just kind of in between hiking seasons in general, of like need to replace, want to replace, special fancy items that maybe I'll get towards the beginning of next season as a little treat yourself item.
Sure.
Or if you're someone that puts a Christmas list together, the special ones that go on a Christmas list, So yeah.
You know what we should do is add a little fact check session at the end, like the beginning of each episode based off the last episode.
Oh God.
So like I can check on the grub can price.
Sure.
Make sure.
Yeah.
So that we don't misrepresent anybody.
Sounds good. I mean, yeah, we're all for fact checking.
Man, that was a good episode.
That was great.
We got chafed over it.
Yeah, we sure did. Nothing will chafe you like trying to figure out trail logistics. That's for sure. So yeah.
Keep listening.
That'll be great.
And thanks for listening.
Yes.
Let's all kiss.
Let's all kiss. Let's get chafed.
Bam.
Boom.
Chafed.
Yeah, you like that? Don't mind getting hurt. Just to get home and you feel too safe, and you wanna get shaved. Let's get shaved.
Yeah.
With Coach.
Man, that burns.